I'm an actor in Hollywood, which means I called off work at Wendy's for 3 days to wait on a call to play a blow up doll in a commercial. The casting director said, "Oh, you must be new." I asked if you were available for 3 days. Not booked. But thanks for holding. Oh, yeah? Hold these nuts. I'm gonna hold to play a blow up doll. So I'm runner up to pretend to be raped. I'm mad because a gig is a gig. What did the other guy do that made him seem more lifeless and fuckable? Fuck that casting director, too. Right in the ass. With the newest blow up doll dick.
Still haven't played the cool slave role yet. I know it's difficult for a white man to write a cool slave character without feeling a little bit guilty, but they all couldn't have been shucking and jiving. Motisa Aztec. I'd like to see an optimistic slave, but militant. He loves picking cotton because he dyes it black. I'd be on the auction block, excited, showing off my teeth. Like it's NFL draft day. I'm trying to go to the highest bidder. Once picked, I have an acceptance speech. Yeah. First of all, I want to thank for making this all pop. What? Wait, what? When? For real, for real? Oh, okay. My bad. We're praising white Jesus now. Fellas, calm down. Calm down. I'm sure once we help these fine gentlemen with their farming, we'll be back home in no time. Seriously, how long can this really go on? It's not even their land. We're in and out. Animal style. Hoogie woogie. Got him. We'll be back riding zebras in no time.
Yo, this is one of my comedy friends, but not only is she one of the coolest comics, but she is the future. This is Gazy. Every time I see her with other comics, I was like, yo, that's Gazy, that's Gazy. Gazy, remember that name? Look, I think I know talent. Not everyone here is a star. But Gazy, remember Gazy. We're gonna go back to talk about her personal life. That's the movie right there. But if you go to her show, she'll talk about all of it. She'll talk about it. So check her out if you're out here. She's everywhere. I've been dating lately. Any single mothers in the house? Single mothers? Another small group that's not here tonight? Right? I love dating single mothers, but mainly for the snacks. Look, kid, you don't have to call me daddy. Your mom already does. You got any Lunchables? Yo, this is one of my comedy friends, but not only is she one of the coolest comics, but she is the future. This is Gazy. Every time I see her with other comics, I was like, yo, that's Gazy, that's Gazy. Gazy, remember that name? Look, I think I know talent. Not everyone here is a star. But Gazy, remember Gazy. We're gonna go back to talk about her personal life. That's the movie right there. But if you go to her show, she'll talk about all of it. She'll talk about it. So check her out if you're out here. She's everywhere. What's up? It's your boy Lonnie Dangerous. Tonight, it's my story, and this one is, did my dad experience much sadness or tragedy while I was little, and how did he deal with it? And when I was little, things that my dad tragedy, I know that my grandma passed away, and that was like a big deal for my dad. Well, I don't think it was a big deal. You know what's weird? My dad, he's not a person who, when you're, my dad was abused. So when you're abused and then there is no resolution to it, you become a hardened person. And not only do you become a hardened person, but there becomes a barrier around you that you build up, that you don't let people in. And my father, and not only do you not let people in, but you also don't allow yourself to feel things. You know what I mean? You might let a little bit in, a little bit out, and that's my father. Like, his affect, his outer personality is jovial and friendly, and he laughs and stuff, but inside, he doesn't really I think the one time that I did see him cry was my grandma, not his mother, but my mother's mother had she had, when I was little, my uncle he was abusive to my aunt. My aunt ran to my mom's house, my grandma's house, to stay safe, and then my uncle came looking for her with a gun. And my grandma's deaf, my aunt wasn't there, and he was banging on the door, and I think she's deaf in one ear and hard to hear in the other. And I don't think she heard it at first, but then I guess he was just going so crazy out there. And it was the back door, but we used it as the front door. And she was taking too long, I guess. Or he felt that my aunt was in there and he was just coming in there. So he took the gun and he blasted at the door handle. And I guess my grandma was coming to answer the door. And the fragments of the door handle flew into her face. And my uncle, he was on dope, and he grabbed my grandma and he was dragging her through the house with the pistol, looking for my aunt, like, where is she? And I think he drug her like upstairs, and then he drug her back down the stairs. Then he drug her back outside, and I think he kicked her a few times and shit. And my grandma had a stroke after that. So and we were living in Utah when it happened, so we had to go back to see everyone. And I think that we came later afterwards, and my family had moved her back into the house because my other uncle still lived there, and she was bedridden, you know what I mean? I think that when my dad seen her in the bed, he just started crying. And that was, I think, the first time, besides someone keying his car in the middle of the night and him crying, that was the second time that I really seen him cry, like, emotional about it. You know what I mean? And even everyone else was shocked too, like, what is he crying about? Because he's not that dude. You know what I mean? And who knows? You know, it was a traumatic incident. But I know that when his mother passed away, it was more melancholy. My father, I know the thing that creeped me out was that he went to the funeral. I don't think we went with him. And that was when we were living in Alaska. And he went to the funeral. And no, I did go to the funeral. I did. And he was taking pictures of no, I didn't. Because he took pictures. And he took pictures of my grandma in the casket. And that kind of shook me when he came back and he developed the pictures. This is when we were developing pictures. And he gave us all the pictures. And I was just like, wow, like, it's just traumatic for me as a kid just to see that shit. And I just thought he was like, it was weird that he had took those pictures. I don't know, you know. Maybe when my mom passed away, maybe I would want to see pictures of her. I would take pictures of her in a casket. I don't know. I know that it didn't look like my grandma. It looked horrifying. And all the other times, like, my dad deals with tragedy and sadness as anger. You know what I mean? He only has like one note. You know what I mean? He has various volumes of that note, but he has that one note. You know what I mean? If things don't go his way or something doesn't happen that he's in, like, he gets angry. If you know what's weird though? Okay. Because and I don't know, maybe he's got older, but I never heard him really get like wild about being broke. You know what I mean? Like, I know that he declared bankruptcy 3 times, and like, I never really heard him stress about it. Maybe he just never told me about it. I know that what I do know is that when I was a kid, my father has this I don't know, maybe like insomnia, or it could be stress, but there'd be lots of times that my bedroom, my sister's bedroom are downstairs and my parents are upstairs. And I think so because he didn't want to disturb my mom's sleep, he would come down and watch the TV downstairs, and that's where the family room was too. And he would turn it up loud, like in the middle of the night, you know what I mean? I have to be at school in the morning, and not only that is he watching it real loud, but he's also in there like because he's a smoker. So like you can't. That's how my dad is, man. You know what I mean? He used to get mad that he had to go to work and I was sleeping, like weekends. Like after I got out of school, like it was on Saturday. Like, no, you can't sleep because I'm working. So he had made this rule that on Saturdays, you need to have the whole house cleaned, the made bed, and all your laundry done by 12 in the afternoon, or you can't go out. He'll just make up crazy shit just to try to. He's like some dude who gets his dick hard off or having power trips, and I think that maybe that I always feel this way right now too. People that don't have power love to usurp it when they can, you know what I mean, who feel like they have no power any other place, that this is when they ever get a chance, they're gonna use all of it, that people are pushing them around. And I feel that's what my dad is, like someone who always been bullied, and then now he's got a chance to be the bully. But yeah, he doesn't have any type of he doesn't do sadness, you know what I mean. He's depressed all the time. All right, it's your boy. I wanted to talk about my comedy. Man, we're making moves, dog. Making moves. But also, I got 4 new shows coming up. Comedy Chateau, Friday, April 14th. Flappers, Sunday, April 16th. I have one at Chocolate Sundays, and I have one at Tao Comedy. I think Chocolate Sundays is May, I think. Both of them are May, but I think May, I'll be more clear with it later. But also, like, I'm still working on a craft. I had a little class that I liked, where you just go in with other comedians and you write your comedy, and then we do it in front of each other, and then we give critiques and feedback, and you know what I mean, all that. And I like that. It helped me build my setup and stay strong with the jokes, you know what I mean. I've been hitting the open mics. There's I'm gonna do my next bits I'm gonna write about are about white guys and dicks, because I think there's like a correlation somewhere that like white guys, they all like, it's all in their mind all the time, you know what I mean. But outside of that, I was gonna say that I went to a couple I went to one open mic, and it was like these 2 older boy band dudes, white dudes that was trying to talk crazy to me at the mic. And at first I was like thinking that first of all, they are on the list. They do go on the list. But I was thinking that I'm gonna get these dudes back. But I realized, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even worth it. You know, when people are just like, when people try to I feel like I push out love. So like, if you have any type of reason to push anything different back, like, I just sidestep you, dog. I'm in progress. I'm on my path. I don't have time to be like, imagine like your mom sent you to the store to go get some bread, and then some dude starts bullying you on the way to the store. So then you decide that you're gonna stop off and fight that dude and show him what's what. Your mom sent you to get the bread, not to worry about the bully or whoever, you know what I mean? The goal is here. I'm focusing on the goal. Like, really, I feel like people who those dudes, I think they're just trying to distract me from it, because I seen their acts and they weren't funny. So, but on the other end, also I went to a open mic, and there was man, there's a lot of these dudes, these white dudes. First I thought it was weird that for a long time, since I've been, like, I haven't been there for a long time, but I noticed that there's like a common theme of these white guy comics, and at first I was like, well, the one that bothered me was the it's hard being a white guy right now. Heterosexual white guy's so hard. But and I can't say all the things I want to say, you know what I mean? Like, but that's not even the one I want to talk about. I want to talk about like I realize it's there's a lot of white comics that like to do racist jokes, you know what I mean? And all I could think of is that, like, if you don't have any material or you're not good at comedy, racism is probably the first thing that you're going to grab for. It's like low-hanging fruit, you know what I mean? You can tell how good the comic is when he runs to quick generalizations for jokes because you don't have to think about them. Most of the racism is already, like, well known. And also, you know, this is another fascinating thing. I find that the white guys that are doing racist jokes aren't successful in life at all. You know what I mean? That by you jumping on and saying that you're white and then you doing a joke, you're trying to alleviate your mediocrity. Like, you haven't done anything specific in your life to be bragging about or to feel superior, so you're trying to latch on to the fact that you're white, and that gives you that superior feeling because you haven't done anything, you know what I mean? Like, so this is your easy way, and that somehow you think that, because when I went to one open mic, it was like 3 comics that were doing racist jokes, and it was mind-boggling. Okay, first of all, everybody's laughing at it, but someone told me that a lot of time it's just like nervousness, like I don't know what to do, and we're in a comedy setting and I don't know what to say. But some people were looking back at me while they're doing crazy racist jokes, but there were like 2 black guys that were the loudest laughing, and I just thought that was just like the weirdest thing ever. Like, they're doing black jokes, and I've seen it a few times. Like, not only are black people in the crowd laughing, but I went to one comedy show, and it was, I don't know, I guess it was like a Jewish holiday or something, but it was predominantly Jewish people in the audience. And I guess a black comic knew that, and he went up there and he praised Jewish people, but also he was like slamming black people at the same time. Like, I'm not like them, you know. I grew up in a good neighborhood. Don't blame me that your dad didn't stick around. Just all these weird things about black people, and everyone was loving that too. And I thought, like, it was fascinating that I thought it was amazing that he knew the audience. First of all, I didn't know that my friends were telling me, yeah, it's like Christmas time. Of course it is. I had no idea, but it's like, he knew that there was going to be predominantly a group there. So he played to the group. I thought that was great. But then it was fascinating that in that he felt the need that, like, not only am I playing to you guys, but I'm slamming the people that I come from, you know what I mean, to show you that I'm really, and they were loving it too. And I just, you know what I mean, it's the one place where you can say things that you really feel, and people just take it as just like, do you know what I mean? So it's fascinating that what people choose, even black people, like what I choose to laugh at, what I choose to make a joke, and how I want to. Some people use that like, oh, I make fun of black people. Can I be like one of your white friends now? Like, that's too much for me, you know what I mean? But whatever gets you through the day, you know what I mean? If that's how you make your coin, or that's how you want to represent, like Linda says, that's how you want people to see you in the world, I can't do nothing about it. It's just weird as fuck, dog. Just weird as fuck.
Another thing about dating that bothers me is secret relationships. Anybody here with secret relationships? You don't have to say anything, just wink. It's like a full-time job though, right? Ignoring in public, deleting text, acting like you don't see that person, Finally, I had to tell my son, look, I can't do this anymore.
I'm having a problem with the ring too, because the ring, it's so symbolic, right? And then it's expensive. But I don't know, like, with this ring I be wed, you know? You got the engagement ring, the wedding ring, the suffering, the boxing ring, the wrestling ring, 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 ring. Hello? I want a divorce. Damn. As soon as I get to heaven, I'm like, Grandma! Aww! Jesus, here she is! Here she is! You ain't so tough now, are you, Grandma? Yeah, in your house. Can you believe that? That's my thing, Alex, but I have to tell you how I feel. This is who I am. You know what I'm talking about, right, buddy? How are you doing? What's your name?
Larry.
Larry, I like that name. Where are you from, Larry?
I'm from New York.
New York! Okay!
Oh, yeah.
What? How long ago?
About 6 years.
I like that. Well, welcome. What do you do for a living, Larry?
I'm retired. Do nothing. They pay me not to work anymore.
Yeah. Hold on, Larry. Hey, everybody! I want you to meet my new friend, Larry. He's from New York. He seems pretty cool. You know what I mean? He just got here 6 years ago. Larry, these are my friends. Friends, Larry. I got you, dog. I'm feeling you, dog. Stick with me, dog. How many other comedians introduce you to anybody? That's what I do.